Shut the hell up. Okay, dude.
Why people happy? Thumbs up. I don't know why I keep subbing, but here's to another month of blasting dudes. Quin, BTW, did you hear about the events in Kenya? Kenya fit these nuts in your mouth, oi.
It seems as though there's lots of little different demons inside of me, and the more I give to them, the more hungry they get.
Okay, well, that's not that impressive. Who hasn't done that? Who hasn't done that? Okay, that's... Whoa! Yeah, that's a little more sketchy. Okay, that's a little more sketchy.
My name's George King, and I'm an extreme athlete. I climbed some of the tallest buildings in the world. There's no safety equipment, really just chalk, and I mean, sometimes it's barefoot. And when it comes to surveillance, is that, yeah, I have to adopt different identities and disguises so that I can get the information I need. I've climbed the Shard. That was probably the most notable one. I thought I knew it all at 19, but I was a little kid. If I knew what I knew now, the process would have been a bit different. I was met by different police officers. I kind of just put my hands out to get arrested. When you climb a building, it's like everything's in slow motion, everything's precise, everything's clean. Every sense is heightened to optimize your survival.
He's talking about the flow state, bro. He's talking about the flow state. It's called a flow state where you focus.
Every neurochemical, serotonin, dopamine, endorphins are all firing at once for one particular reason, your survival. And it takes you to a place which I can't...
You could be describing fight or flight, which is like actually like your brain getting more dumb and stupid. It's,
describe, but I can feel to the bone. I think that's the very feeling I feel as though I constantly have to chase.
My name is Casper Wiley, and I've known George for about 14 years.
So I was going to say, he's
an
athlete as well.
There was a playground at school, and I'd film him try and do things that he wasn't meant to be doing in the playground, like jumping off the places he shouldn't, climbing the things he shouldn't.
Yo.
That's how it started.
I broke my arm doing that.
I must have been a teenager when I moved on to cranes, and then things escalated from there.
He became enchanted by cranes, not just climbing them, but he almost became obsessed with them as an architecture, and understanding how you can climb up them, walk along them, the process of breaking into a construction site and climbing them. When he first climbed one, I remember he said it was one he could see from his bedroom window. He asked me to film it, and I refused to film it because at that point I suddenly realised he was taking things too far. When he got older and he started climbing, and he just made it absolutely clear to me that it was going to be his life, I kind of just like stopped telling him not to do it and just went with it.
I mean, using some safety gear would be smart. Okay, that's pretty... I must admit, I got a little bit of vertigo there. It's pretty rare that it happens to me, but I got a little bit of vertigo.
I was on a school art trip from Oxford to London. I was 13 years old, and I saw the Shard, and instantly in that moment, I felt my destiny was somehow surrounded by this building.
Dominating the skyline is the Shard, standing at 310 meters tall.
Okay.
Maybe it was because it was the tallest in the UK, and I had this ego thing where I wanted to be #1. The planning was around 8 to 12 months.
And that was when I was actually living with him for 8 months in Leighton in London.
I had to visit this building well over 100 times, and I didn't want to create pattern recognition. I didn't want the security to see this person coming every single day. So I had to switch up my identity quite a few times.
Okay,
one of the ways that I do that is I adopt different disguises.
Looking at our mail in the apartment, there'd be like a fucking beard or like a weird pair of sunglasses. Like, this can't be for us, you know. And he's like, oh no, mate, it is. I'm dressing up as a whatever, and you know, I'm like, okay.
Sports kit. I'm a gym goer. I've got a protein shake in one hand, and I'm run to the Shard. I go up to a pillar, and I stretch on the pillar see that it goes from my wrist to my elbow. Okay.
I mean, you don't need a fucking... You can walk up to a building and fucking look at it and shit, bro.
I need.
He'd be lying on the floor, measuring his body on the kitchen floor, putting duct tape to kind of map out what all the poles to go up the shard looked like. His room was like a...
This reminds me of like a fucking... like a psycho stalking someone before he commits the act. It's like more of a ritual than it is like actually required.
Like a mastermind's room,
like
with pictures and things all over the shard and ways to get in.
And I'd spray some aftershave on, I'd wear the suit, and I'd become this office worker.
Okay, dude.
I noticed that when people have a cigarette, they look aimlessly. I don't smoke, I have a cigarette, and I look in a gaze, and whilst I'm in this gaze, I'm looking at the cameras. And I pretend to be drunk on a bench in London Bridge Station, assessing every single bit of movement. So, for example, 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'm not gay, but if you think you are a sexual man whom I would enjoy having sexual relationships with, please respond if you feel the same. Should I ban that guy? I don't know.
Security goes from hut A to hut B, note it down. 2 a.m., there's an announcement, note that down. 3 a.m., cleaner goes from platform 9 to platform 10, note it down. And I'd find correlations amongst the data to find the most prime time to strike. I didn't sleep, I tried to sleep, I didn't sleep. The climb was set out around, I don't know, 5 o'clock in the morning.
You better use
And I
disguise,
go into the
pussy.
London Bridge Station, and I'm there, finally, this is my moment. I'm zoning into this and that, and the senses are so heightened. What it comes down to is I take a deep breath and I submit to the process.
So you think his frontal lobe is finished developing? You think he understands? Like, because I remember when I used to feel like I was vulnerable and bulletproof. Until, like, I was like, what? I don't know. What age was it? Do you think his frontal lobe is developed yet? Like... Because I just think, oh yeah, but mine never matter. Like, if I just think about it and I just fucking, submit to the process hard enough, there's no possible way I can fuck it up. I literally cannot die. It's not possible. And then I realized, like, I almost died several times. And I was like, wait a minute, I can easily die. And then that's when my frontal lobe finished developing at about the age of 25, I think. I was like, holy shit, I'm a fragile piece of shit, and I just lucked out. That's the only reason I'm still alive right now.
And I got a video of George halfway up the shard at 6 in the morning before work for me. And to actually see him on like this little figure on the shard, to see him after 8 months of him talking about it and dreaming about it. And
8 months?
Like, every part.
It
was,
took
it was
that
a very
long?
surreal moment. It's surreal for anyone to see, but for me particularly because I know how much it meant to him.
When I was climbing the building, there's a particular moment which burns deep to this day where I see like a maintenance man through the window, and he looks at me, and I look at him, and like I just give him a little wink and a nod, and he waves at me, and I wave at him, and I just like, it was just such a surreal moment.
Maintenance man doesn't give a
see
fuck,
the
bro.
look in his eyes of sheer horror, but excitement and thrill, and just it was a very profound feeling and experience. I'm on top of this building and looking over London, and all these years of dreaming and months of planning have finally come true. I'm there living my dream.
Okay.
I was met by different police officers. I kind of just put my hands out to get arrested, and they shook my hand. I trespassed on an area which shouldn't be trespassed, and by doing so, I'm in contempt of court. I was sentenced to 6 months in adult prison, and I ended up serving 3 months of that sentence.
When he went to prison, he like wrote pages and pages of these ideas on what he wanted to climb next. It was so ironic that he went to prison to look back at how he'd done something wrong, but actually to spend the time planning his next missions. He's good at just.
I mean, what? 3 months isn't really punishment. To be fair, prisons, that's what they do. Prisons just make people. It's like crime school, right? Let's be honest here. Probably got some good ideas of how to like not get caught next time.
With anything bad or good, and just seeing it as
Right,
an
let's be
interesting
real.
experience.
It's all subjective to people's view on what I do, Adrenaline junkie, thrill seeker, athlete, artist, explorer, I don't really know what the fuck I am.
Okay, you need to calm down, buddy. All right, the ego's getting a little bit big there, buddy. Okay, you need to calm down. All right, you need to just step the fuck back.
to adopt different identities and disguises. But at the same time,
It's like a child climbing a playground, except you just an adult, right? Like, let's be honest. After the free... No, but no, I don't get me wrong. That does look fun. That does look fun. Like, it does look fun. Like, that does look fucking... Like, I must admit, you know, that would be interesting.
what I do, the principle of it is raw, it's real, there's nothing fake about it.
Which is why he needs to climb up it. And then once he gets to the top, he needs to base jump off the top. Otherwise, he's a fucking pussy. And then that way, the cop's gonna catch him, bro. The cop's gonna catch him when he gets to the top and he just base jumps off.
It's as real as it gets.
Fucking pussy.
He's just an unusual guy. I think sometimes it's as simple as that. He has made me a lot more excited about being on this planet because of some of the ridiculous things he's done.
Think about it, and that means if he falls while he's going up, he can like have a chance of base jumping. Like he can just like kick off as he's falling, and actually just fucking you know, jump. As you just jump. That could be fucking. That could be tight. You don't look excited? Oh, dude, look how good those scene transitions are, though, bro. Look how good those scene transitions are. So you guys can see it, right? Look at this. How am I doing that? How's this happening? How's the emotes behind me? Okay. Well, I could fix that as well. I could fix that. I can make that so that doesn't cover my face as well if I want to. That's pretty cool, right? Is it Pogpole? Is it Pogpole? I'm not sure, because this is what the effect I used to have in my old camera, and I really liked it. But then I kind of like tried to do it in this scene with the green screen behind me, but then it kind of just didn't work because my plants are there and stuff. So now I'm using... Check this out, dude. I'm using NVIDIA AI. NVIDIA AI, okay? RTX enabled, okay? This, I'm telling you, some crazy shit. Like, you have no idea. NVIDIA AI, and it's in real time cutting me out, and then I'm popping my own self in front of the emotes. Minus 25, 20 FPS in games. What's a different computer, bitch? Different computer, bitch. Wait, what's my... Should I have a look what kind of, how much CPU I have to check my CPU. Performance. Oh, shit. CPU's at 100% right now.